Hello fellow Simpsons Tapped Out tappers. Now if you're like me, then you're probably waiting for the Simpsons Tapped Out Halloween update to come out. EA have not confirmed anything, but it's more than likely that there will be an update. In anticipation of this, I have spent this last week watching every single TreeHouse of Horror Halloween special Simpsons episode, whatever you want to call it, and I've made a list of all the possibilities of the different things that EA could put into the Simpsons Tapped Out. So I've split them into 4 different categories, which are characters, buildings, the character costumes or skins, whatever you want to call it, and items and decorations. So let's get started. Okay, starting with characters, I've got Kodos. I'm not sure that EA will put him in because he looks exactly the same as Kang, but it is a possibility. Jimbo Jones, one of the bullies, Snowball the cat, the skeleton judge, the school bus gremlin. This is the gremlin that's trying to pull the bus apart while Bart is on the bus. It's in his imagination, but it's actually real. Uta, the German exchange student. Lunch Lady Doris. Hugo, that's Bart's evil twin. Fly Bart, that's when he goes into the machine and he becomes half fly, half Bart. He's got like the head of a fly and Bart's body. King Snorky the dolphin. The vomiting Prince Frog. This is where Bart tries to use his magic wand to create a prince, but instead he makes a vomiting frog instead. The fortune teller. William Bonney, aka Billy the Kid. Maud Flanders' ghost. Death. Frankenstein, that's Frink's dad. Simon Stulowitz, that's an actual stool that comes to life. The crazy cat lady. Clay Jewish golem, that's where they put a piece of paper into his mouth and he did whatever they said. The robot son called David from the episode Bartificial Intelligence. The Grand Pumpkin, Tom Turkey. Roger, he was in the later episode, he's like a sea chef, like Castaway, and they suspected him of killing all the crew, but actually he didn't. Artie Ziff, Zune-loving aliens, that's these aliens that love the Zune for some reason. A demon, it looks like Mo with wings, but apparently it's not Mo. And Alien Maggie, so that's when they actually found out that Maggie was the daughter of Kang or Kodos, I don't remember which one. So that's all the characters that I've got. Okay, moving on to possible buildings. We've got the Re-Education Center, that's when Ned's in charge of the whole world and everyone has to go there to be re-Nedified or whatever. Springwarts, like a takeoff of Hogwarts. Ultra House 3000. The Fortune Teller's house or hut. The House of Pain. Dr. Hibbert's Island, they could put that in the ocean. The Swedish Auditorium. The Emporium of Exotica. Moa's Den of Inequity, so this could be a skin for Moe's Tavern. The Springfield Zoo. You Forgot Me Nots, the Last Minute Gift Store. Crazy Ethel's Daycare Center. Rent a Dream Boat and the Albatross Boat, they could both be on the water. Candy Eating Peak and the Bank of Springfield. That was when Homer was bitten by a spider and became paralyzed, but he could still shoot webs like Spider-Man. He saved the bank from being robbed. And that's all the buildings that I've got down. Okay, moving on to the character costumes or skins. Now with it being Halloween, the character costumes and skins, there could be hundreds. But I've wrote down the ones that I thought were most prominent in the episode, whichever one I watched. So we'll start off. The Jack-in-the-Box Homer, that's when Bart has magical powers and he turns Homer into a Jack-in-the-Box. The robot with Homer's brain. Mr. Burns creates a robot and he needs a brain and he puts in Homer's brain. King Kong, like King Homer. Donut Head Homer, that's where his head turns into a donut. Dracula, Mr. Burns. The Inside Out Simpsons, that's where the gas comes in the window and they turn inside out. Willie as Freddy Krueger, they may or may not use this, maybe not because of copyright issues or something. Combine Harvester Willie. The Bagpipe Spider Willie, that's all from the same episode as the Freddy Krueger reference. The Dark Lord Monty Mort, that's a takeoff of some Harry Potter thing. Slithers as Smithers. Witch Patty and Selma. Homer's Hell Toupee, that's where he gets Snake's hair. Skeleton Bart, that's where Bart was eaten by piranhas when they were in the Itchy and Scratchy episode. Werewolf Flanders. Bart as Stretch Dude and Lisa as Clobber Girl. Also from the same episode, Comic Book Guy as the Collector. Dr. Hibbert's white suit, that's when he had his island and he was turning everyone in town into animals of some sort. Then I've got the human animals. So that's where everyone in town was pretty much turned into an animal. So you had like Frink as the turkey, you had Homer as a walrus, Marge as a cat, etc. The Homer blob, that's where he kept eating everyone and everything and turned into a massive green blob. Homer as Death or the Grim Reaper. Milhouse as a poodle. And Bart as an alien that looks a bit like Kang and Kodos. So that's all the characters and skins that I wrote down. And lastly, onto the items and decorations. So the first one I've got is the wishing monkey hand or paw. That's where whoever's holding it gets a wish and then one of the fingers goes down when they make the wish. The giant donut, that's when Homer stole the donut from the Lard Lad sign. A hearse, like the car. And the magic cloning hammock, that's where Homer was spinning in the hammock and it kept cloning him over and over and over. So that's all the items and decorations. So these are just my ideas of what EA could or might put into the game. Obviously not everyone, but maybe a few of them that I've mentioned. Also to note is that in last year's Halloween update, they had a lot of things from that year's TreeHouse of Horror episode, like the Mayan Homer, the Mayan God, the Super Collider building, and the black hole. They were all from last year's episode. So there's probably going to be some tie-in to this year's Halloween episode as well. But obviously I haven't seen that, so I can't really make any judgment about what they might put in. So leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys think EA might be putting in this year's Halloween update. If you have any questions or you're not sure where I got a certain character or character skin, which episode it's from, just let me know and I'll try and give you an answer. So hopefully the Halloween update will be coming out soon. Fingers crossed that it's as good, if not better, than last year's. Thanks for watching. See you later.